Just text, I know it's a toss up, but I hate the fact that we lost touch. Ayy, the Uber pulling up on call. Tell me, is you trying to fall through? I'ma leave it up to you. What you wanna do? Look, I'm trying to spend this time with you. Know we overdue. What you doing right now? Baby, won't you swing my way? It's been a day and I've been thinking out loud. I know I want you. Long time since the last time. Got a tab, we could run up. Knew you from the way, now we grown up. My look, yeah, made the realest ones nervous. But if you want it, tap in. I think that I know somewhere that we could go to crash land. We could keep the pace on slow jam. Don't leave me on red. Can we go back where we first began? No plans, all we had was the moment. Just text, I know it's a toss-up. I was, now I'm paid by the sentence. Taking my time with it. Baby, give me yours, so I could get them butterflies trapped in your ribcage. Let me know we on the same page. Give me with a text, voice note or an emoji. Waiting all day for your name on the ID. So if you want it, tap in. I think that I know somewhere that we could go to crash land. And we could keep the pace on slow jam. Don't leave me on red. Can we go back where we first began? No plans, all we had was the moment. Just text, I know it's a toss-up. Lost touch, yeah. attention, but I keep everybody at a distance. If I build it, will y'all really come? Bought all these panties, but I really don't wear none. I like boys and I like girls, but I love my baby. Some may judge, but Emmanuel is still God within me. Yeah. I don't drink liquor, but it's something about a champagne toast. Still can't swim, but I sure could float. I rip the water parasite, but all the elements live rent free in my mind. Yeah. Moody. Moody.
It's the High Powered Podcast. Lit conversations, debates, and advice that keep you turned up.
Whatever you do, don't tell the truth. If you really love them, lie to them. You supposed to lie to a woman. You only be honest to the ones you don't love and don't like. Shit. But the rest of them, you learn to lie to them because you love them, homie. You can't be honest with no woman you love because she can't handle the truth.
I saw situations that she was in that I felt very bad for. I was like, I would have never did it like that. We was always 100.
Damn.
I will always be honest with a woman. Women don't want you to be honest.
Now she dating that bisexual artist from Europe.
Damn. Women don't want you to be honest with them. That's
not true.
Lesson I've learned.
I don't have no lies to tell you. You're not going to be the only woman that I ever. That's it. It's illogical.
The truth is, ladies, you demand men to lie to you because you don't like the truth. See, according to my 41 Shades of Men, The Pursuit to Subdue and Use You, Chapter 33, The Polyman, a quote by David Ogilvy, says, I never tell one client that I cannot attend his sales convention because I have a previous engagement with another client. Successful polygamy depends upon pretending to each spouse that she is the only pebble on your beach. Ladies, because of your narcissism and competition amongst other women, you want to be told that the world revolves around you. You want his eyes only on you. You want his genitals only with you. So because it ain't the man's nature, men lie to you and you beg them to lie to you because you can't handle the truth. And not only do they think you can't handle the truth, this what else he say.
So in your experience, women who believe the lies, what do you say about them?
They live happily ever after.
Oh, goddamn. Okay.
Women who pretend to believe the lies live happy, peaceful, drama, stress-free lives.
Really? Because y'all seem real stressed out to me. Real confused why a man doing you this way and that way.
The woman trying to get to the truth, she have nervous breakdowns, she lose her hair, her weight fluctuates, and she's miserable throughout half her life. I promise you. Because the truth hurts. Because the truth hurts. The truth will shatter you. I can't believe he was doing me like this. Well, stop believing it then, bitch.
Yeah, the truth hurt at first, but it'll set you free. So the reality is, it's women who losing their mind and gaining weight and everything that believe the lies. The woman that believe the truth and allow it to hurt for the moment, she becomes free and happy. So if you want to stop lying to yourself and begging men to lie to you, the first step is to get the game 41 Shades of Men, The Pursuit to Subdue and Use You. Amazon, Audible, and Apple Books. The next step is to sign up for my Love, Men, and Manipulation Decoded workshop. Because the key is to learn love and learn how to do it yourself. Just hit the link tree in my bio and you can register for my Love, Men, and Manipulation Decoded workshop. Stop playing games with your life, ladies. Hi, how are you? Welcome to the High Power Podcast, and I am your host, Princella the Queen Maker, also known as Professor P. It's been a minute. It's been a minute. It's a little bit infrequent that I'm coming over to YouTube because it just got to be something to talk about. It has to be something to talk about. Now, as you've heard the latest news is based around the T-app. And we had a couple celebrities pass away this past week. So rest in peace to all of them. But we talking about the T-app. Now, I'm not surprised. I'm not shocked. I mean, this is the reason that you don't even take humans seriously. You don't take humans seriously. If you are on TikTok, feel free to come on over here to YouTube because I'm gonna have to utilize my phone. Okay. I'm gonna have to utilize my phone because we got some things to cover. So we on YouTube at the Queen Maker. I'll see y'all shortly. So so I told y'all about this app some time ago, didn't I? I did tell y'all that this app was out. And basically this app is for women to go on there to get the scoop on the men that they've been dealing with. Because it's supposed to help women vet men. They really should have called that app the Long Island Iced Tea app. That should have been Long Island Iced Tea app. Because you get criminal records, you get the whole scoop, the picture, the face, the Yelp reviews. You get the whole thing. It's spiked. The tea is spiked. Now, why am I saying that it should have been Long Island Iced Tea? Because I thought I gave you the tea already. When I wrote this book, The game, 41 Shades of Men. I thought I gave you the tea. Now, I done sold over 50,000 copies of this book. Do you honestly think that people on the T app don't have this book? I done sold over 50,000 copies. Do you honestly think that it's people on the T app that don't have this? Yes, they do. You think it's people on there that ain't never heard? Yes, they have heard of me. So why they on there? Why they on there? Because I thought I gave you the tea. Now, I ain't saying all the women got this book. It's not. But out of 50,000 copies, you mean to tell me not a single mother effer out of 2 million people on that app, you mean to tell me ain't now one got this book? That's a lie. That's a lie. That's why I say it should have been the Long Island Iced Tea app. Because, ma'am, what more do you need? What more do you need to stop choosing the men you choose? Nothing in the world will help women. Women are unhelpable. And the reason why women feel like they're victims is because they have no self-control. Women have no self-control. They have a strong desire and a strong urge to be with men, and they can't control it. No matter how many times a male kicked them in their stomach, use them, abuse them, the whole nine, no matter what, that woman will still choose a male. And it show you too. It show you big time how they'll still do it. Because on the tea app, the Long Island Iced Tea app, you know, the one with the liquor in it, the spiked app, these men have criminal records. They be on the DL. They be child predators. And the women, instead of staying away from these dudes, because that's what the T app about to expose, because supposedly the data done been leaked. The data done been leaked. These women treat the T app like a catalog. They treat the T app like a catalog, like they go in the shop for men. And women like to call themselves victims. I'm just going to tell you, women are not victims. We need to change the word. We need to change the word. Women are not victims. Women are cowards. Women are cowards. They're not victims. Okay. So some mess happened on the T app. Where a 3-year-old girl got killed. And I'm going to read what happened with that situation. And it's sad, but this happened in Detroit. So, a dispute has sparked due to a viral post on the T app. Torrance Terrell Jackson, a devoted single father, was shot in his own home after his girlfriend, Monet Washington, posted a photo of him on the gossip app asking if anyone had messed with him. Now, what did I tell y'all? Women want to be the center of attention. Women want to own men. Sweetheart, I'm going to tell you this one more time. Men are not monogamous. They're not. The nature of a man is to desire sexual variety. When you get with a man trying to force him to only want to be with you because you too desperate and you want the man, ma'am, you're going to have to accept the fact that you're not going to be the only one. You're not. And in your attempt to be the only one, I'm trying to figure out why you want to, why do you want to become violent and aggressive because you can't get your way? I want to know why you digging for information that you really don't want. Because see, you also want a fairy tale. You want somebody to lie to you and make you feel like the only one. Well, if you want to feel like the only one, then stop digging for the truth, ma'am, because you can't handle the truth. You ain't gonna be the only one, but you can't handle that. You can't handle that. Within 5 hours of her posting that, 5 women claimed they had been with Torrance. Engaged or enraged, Monet called and confronted Torrance. According to police, an argument followed between her and Torrance. Though Torrance tried to explain he had no time to cheat and that he was raising his daughter alone, Monet did not believe him. Later that evening, Monet reportedly sent her friend, 27-year-old Clarence Hutchinson, to confront Torrance at his house. But instead of fighting, Clarence opened fire from the street, shooting through the house. Torrance was hit in the shoulder, but the bullets also struck and killed 3-year-old Imani Rose Jackson, who was playing just a few feet away from her father. See, emotionally uncontrolled humans do things like this because they can't get their way. You ain't gonna be the only one, do you understand? Trying to control men because you feel trapped in having to choose men. It's nobody's fault that you want men as bad as you want them. You don't have to deal with them, but you desperately want to deal with them. If you want a man, sweetie, you ain't gonna be the only one. You will share him with other men because he may be on the down low. You will share him with other men. You will share him with other women. You ain't gonna be the only one. But you getting people killed because you can't be the only one. I'm sorry you want a man so bad. I'm sorry. I don't know what else to tell you. Clarence fled the scene, but was later caught on the city's west side. Monet was arrested shortly after and admitted that the violence stemmed from what happened on the T-app. Both are facing multiple charges, including murder, attempted murder, and conspiracy. Imani's grandmother, Shirley Jackson, broke down in tears during a candlelight vigil held in front of the family's home. My baby didn't deserve this. Torrance never did anything but love and raise that little girl the best he could, she said. Imani's mama walked out on her when she was just 6 months old. Torrance stepped up and gave that baby everything. She was his whole world. Neighbors described Torrance as a hard-working father who could always be seen walking Imani to the corner store and playing outside with her in the yard. The family is now calling for justice and urging the community to reflect on how fast online drama can turn into real-life devastation. All because you emotionally unstable, selfish, controlling, and reckless. And what do women do? They like to co-opt other people to do their dirty work. But let women tell it, they don't do anything. Ma'am, it's nobody's fault that you desperately want a man. I'm sorry that men are made the way they made. If you want them, you're going to have to accept them for who and what they are. But you getting babies killed. What else women doing on the T-app? Well, it shows that y'all share the same dusty men. It shows that you share the same dusty men. That you have no standards as women. It shows that you ain't got no standards. And you have the nerve to think that you are better than what you lay with. Ma'am, you just like what you lay with. I don't understand why women are on the T-app. This is what somebody say, women need to stop talking to men about the T-app. Why? Y'all not gonna stop dealing with the men, so why are y'all even talking about them at all? Why are y'all even talking about these men at all if you ain't gonna stop dealing with them? I looked on that T-app. And in my area, just a little square of Houston, Texas, was filled with motherfucking sex offenders. Filled with fucking sex offenders. And y'all out here, I looked at some of the men that y'all dealing with, and they are trash. They look nasty. Why in the hell are you even talking about men when you ain't gonna stop dealing with them? You don't have no deal breakers, ma'am. You don't have any deal breakers. You have no standards. But you up here running your mouth and pointing the finger at men, never looking at yourself. Ma'am, why are you on the T-app passing around community peen? Dating dudes with STDs, dating dudes with no job. And these dudes on the T-app ain't even cute, ma'am. A lot of them ain't even attractive. And you got the nerves to open your mouth and talk about somebody. And you need to be exposed. Because you got all this stuff to say, but you don't want to make no changes. You want to do what you want to do. And then point the finger. Ma'am, let me tell you something. If you are attracted to a jailbird, why are you blaming the jailbird for your vagina getting hot and you wanting to jump the bones of a jailbird? Why is it his fault that you like him? Why is it his fault that you like him? Y'all with some of the nastiest men. What else can you tell women? At this point, you have to conclude that women are mentally ill. That they mentally ill, desperate, naive, and lazy. What else can you conclude from women? When you tell the woman that she chose them, she gets upset. But ma'am, the worst of the worst are on the T-app, and it shows you. The T-app show you who these men are, and y'all still date them. You still pull your panties down for. You still do it. I'm trying to figure out why we even talking about men at all. 'Cause it ain't them no more. It's you, baby. It's you, sugar pie. Now it makes sense why men don't want to go down on your ass. It makes sense why don't nobody want to go down on you. Why they say that you ran through. Ma'am, look at your behavior. Just look at you. Let's see. Oh, goodness gracious. Y'all out here just doing the most. Listen, men got you clocked. You're already clocked. You're clocked. Big time.
Bro, fucked up people always in relationships. Like a nigga who beat his bitch always got a bitch to beat. What the fuck? Nigga cheat. Or I have a friend who cheats all the time. This nigga keep a girlfriend, bro. That shit's crazy, bro. Like I know people who good people, they can't get a girlfriend. Bro, realistically, like, it's crazy. Niggas that girls like, oh, he's a manipulator, he's blah, blah, blah. This nigga keep a bitch. Niggas who got 5 baby mamas keep getting a new baby mama. He keeps a girlfriend. She don't break up with him because he got other baby mamas. Like, he keeps a girl, bro. That shit's crazy. And then you'll see the most nicest person, single as fuck. Shit, the girl who always cheats, she keep a nigga. The girl who's actually a good girlfriend, she's single as fuck. Just being real with you, it's crazy. Bro, fucked up people.
A misogynistic man gonna have all the women he could possibly want until the day he died. They do not die alone and sad. They die happy and full. And before y'all disagree with me, look at the challenges these women is posting. You can put these bitches through the ringer.
You can put these bitches through the ringer. Look how they talk about you. Look at everybody can see you but you. And you want strong women to identify with you. You want women who don't take shit to identify with a crumb bum who go towards the fucking danger. Who tolerate this. That's what women like. I just don't understand. Women, at this point, you have to conclude that women are mentally ill.
A misogynistic man gonna have all the women he could possibly want until the day he died. They do not die alone and sad. They die happy and full. And before y'all disagree with me, look at the challenges these women is posting. You can put these bitches through the ringer. And it ain't got nothing to do with the women being ugly, because they already didn't prove that. They posting these ugly ass men thinking they're making him look stupid. No, bitch, you look stupid. Y'all be talking about, oh, a genuine woman is hard to come by. Yeah, because she's with an abuser right now. He's getting her right. Oh, well, my girl, she doesn't act like that. Yeah, because she already got her ass beat. He already got her in line for you. He beat her ass and manipulated her and did all the evil shit so you wouldn't have to. That's why she know how to function with you. Misogynists, abusers, cheaters, all that, they always got women. And you always gonna hear about the shit they doing from women, and more women still gonna come to them. They gonna be more interested in them just because of what they heard another woman said that he did. And they getting the women of all.
Are y'all still here? Y'all still here? Just let me know. Okay. All right. Women don't think that their sexual desires have anything to do with the world they live in. The science says the first law of nature is the law of self-preservation, and you go against that science. Women go against all the science that promotes stability and life. Women go in the direction of pain. Women go in the direction of self-destruction. This is why it doesn't make sense why women continue to talk about the men. Why are you even talking about them? Why are you even talking about them at all? You're not going to stop dealing with them. You're going to continue to go in the direction of pain. Why do you have the T app? Why do you even have the T app is my question. You can know all that you can know and you will still make the wrong choice. I do remember when I was in middle school, and I used to go to this after school program at this place called the Lighthouse. And I remember playing a game of dominoes with one of the staff members there, or somebody else that was there. I don't know if they were staff member or they was coming with us. But I remember I didn't really know how to play. And he told me I can flip my dominoes over and let you see my hand, and I can still beat you. And that he did. He still beat me flipping over his hand so I could see all his dominoes. I was in middle school at the time. What's the point? What am I saying? Is that women can see the game. You can flip over your goddamn hand and show them the men. You can show them in the book. You can show them on an app with a criminal background, a picture, and Yelp reviews. And these women will still take a L. They will still lose. Women are addicted to losing. Women are addicted to losing. And then they want you to be on their side. They want you to rally with them. And if you don't rally with them, if you ain't a victim and screaming victimhood, then you ain't a woman. You a misogynist. But ma'am, you're terrible.
Gonna have all the women he could possibly want until the day he died. They do not die alone and sad. They die happy and full. And before y'all disagree with me, look at the challenges these women is posting. You can put these bitches through the ringer. And it ain't got nothing to do with the women being ugly, because they already didn't prove.
I don't want to be like y'all. I don't want to be like women that can be put through the ringer. Women want to be put through the ringer. You want to be put through the ringer.
Why did T-App just expose that my nigga was gay? What should I say? Y'all nigga. So I went to go look up his name on the T-App when I first got it, because I literally got it just to see if he was on there. Like, yeah, I wanted the T, but I needed to know what's up. So I get on there, I search his name up. Mind y'all, when I first search his name up, it's already buku posts with the same name as him. So now I'm scared as fuck. So I'm just scrolling, trying to find which one is mine. Well, y'all's. Heavy on the y'all's. Okay, I finally found it. But it didn't have nothing on there. So mind you, I'm already stuck, lost, and confused why somebody else posting him. Real ASAP PSA type shit. I click on the notification. I'm scrolling through and trying to see which one is I'm looking for. I could give a fuck about the other ones. Bitch, I don't care about Mark. I'm looking for who I'm looking for. Okay, I find it. I go to the comments. Why they saying he a punk? Why they saying he DL? Why they saying he like little boys? Why they say he raped a little girl? Bitch, somebody had the audacity to say he burned out of school. You hoes making allegations at this point. I'm pretty sure if he burned out of school, it would have been on the news. Right? Right? Okay, so I continue scrolling. Boom. One hit me. That broke my motherfucking heart. Now, when I seen that he's a punk, he's gay, he's DL, somebody had the audacity to say he talked to my cousin. I said, who your cousin? She dropped the ad. It's a nigga. Now, mind you, I'm confused because we've been together for 8 whole years. Like, we have 2 kids together. He just brought me a car. Nigga, is you using me? Am I the cover up to your DL link ups? Are you still scared to come out the closet in 2025? I am hurt. Somebody tell me the fastest way to get over this shit. I am scared. Why I go ask him about it? So I text him. I'm like, hey, what's up? What you doing? You know, regular. So he replied back. So now if y'all know, you can't screenshot on a T-app. But I got an iPad that's going to always carry receipts. I take a picture on the iPad, send it to him. Why he had the audacity to go off on me? Bitch, they're saying you gay. He gonna say I didn't defend his name. The fuck I look like defending the fucking rapist, Jay-Z? So he goes on to say I let people tell me anything. Mind you, these people don't even know who they're talking to. So now it's a heated argument because you're not going to play with my intelligence. It's not 1 comment. It's not 2. It's not 3. It's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Moral of the story, 22 comments. 14 red flags. 0 green flags. See, now I kind of expected it when he dyed his dreads pink. I felt that it was a little sugar in the tank. But you know, I was just joking with it. Little did I fucking know. So now I'm telling him, it's multiple people saying this, you're denying it, you need to just come out with the truth and just tell me what's up. So why he gonna text me and say, can we talk in person?
DL man is chapter 11. The DL man is chapter 11 in 41 Shades of Men. So women want to talk about women's intuition. How the hell you been with somebody for 8 years and your ass ain't get no intuition and no inkling that he was gay or on DL? 8 years? Your intuition don't work. It's broken. I keep telling y'all the only time a woman's intuition work is when she suspects somebody of cheating on her, right? And did she not suspect him of cheating, which is the reason why she went to the daggum T-app? They don't get no other clues. Nothing. Their intuition don't tell them nothing else. Except if a man is cheating. I don't think that's intuition then. Women be like that. I keep telling y'all. I keep telling you. I used to follow this guy who was DL and ran an online journal for 15 years. And he started out married with 2 kids, living an undercover life. Then he eventually just came out as gay. And I told you that all his journal entries was of him having sex with all these married men up and down the East Coast. These bitches don't know nothing. Women don't know nothing. I'm trying to figure out why you need to be on the TF. Ma'am, you got 41 shades of men to juggle through. Ma'am, the odds are not in your favor. A lot of y'all play craps and crap out real quick. And you only got 7 die. You only got 7 numbers to scurry through. Ma'am, it's 41 men you got to fucking scramble through. The odds are not in your favor, sweetie. The odds are not in your favor. You guaranteed to get somebody unworthy. And you just so happen to pick a motherfucker that like banana in a tailpipe. You chose a motherfucker that like banana in a tailpipe.
And here's another thing about that whole thing about the T-app situation. What a lot of them aren't saying is, if you notice, a lot of these women are messing around with the same dudes in their city. But watch this. These are the same dudes all these women are messing around with, who's impregnating them and giving them HIV and herpes. And for look into one post of that one man, it's about 30 women who messed with that man, and that man done gave every last one of them HIV or herpes. Just go look at all the women, because I'm sure they say 1 in 3 people you encounter have HIV. So if all these women are getting impregnated and getting infected by these dudes, just think about it. Just go look. The T-app is actually exposing who's infected. That's all you gotta go look. Oh yeah, that's old buddy. He done messed with all those women. And they saying all this, that, and third. He must be diseased. And then you automatically gotta assume that all those women are diseased too. That's why when you look at the record, they say HIV rate and herpes amongst black women has skyrocketed like it was in the 80s. Because they all messing with the same dude. You know what? This T-app it's a blessing in disguise. I mean, a blessing in disguise. All right. And here's another thing.
Damn. STD Man is chapter 15 in the book. STD Man is chapter 15 in the book. Why do y'all have the T-app? What's the point of you having the T-app? You're not going to stop sleeping with these men no matter how bad they are. Ladies, why are y'all still blaming men? I want to know this. You got the 41 Shades of Men and you got the T-app. Why you still blaming men? It's on you now, ma'am. You still choosing the wrong dudes, even with them showing you they goddamn hand. Even with them showing you their hand, you still choosing to lose. Why are you blaming them? Dolce Vita say unicorn hunting. That ain't their fault. I asked why they was blaming men. I didn't say why they still looking for men. I said why they blaming them. That ain't a man's fault that you want a unicorn so bad that you want to dig in the dumpster for it. That ain't their fault. It ain't a man's fault that you like jailbirds. That ain't his fault. That it is not a man's fault that you desperate as a woman. And I still can't figure out what the hell you desperate for. And these the women that swear to God that they have value. These the women that was probably calling Kevin Samuels, asking why they can't choose a 7, can't choose to be a 7.
Ladies, some of y'all are really a flat out disappointment. And I'm sorry, I try to be a girl's girl, but y'all really pissing me off. I don't even want to get on this tee up anymore because I'm seeing mugshots. I'm seeing niggas who don't wash their clothes, clearly don't wash their behind, and everything else. And now, the more I think about it, the more I understand why niggas feel like they need to cuss me out and be ready to fight me when I say, no, I'm not interested. They're confused because you gave them the audacity. Some of y'all are giving these men the audacity, and then when those of us with standards say, oh no, excuse me, sir, you stink. Why would I give you my number? I can't. Not interested. They're genuinely shocked because they just got some in that dirty shirt yesterday from you. They were able to get the number with no teeth the other week from you. They were able to see you naked with middle fingers up in their photos, money stacked. Again, mug shots. They were able to do these things and still get what they wanted. And then we wonder why men are confused when you say, hey, I need more from you. Hey, that's not acceptable. Hey, I need respect. I need kindness. I need a man who has a job. I need a man who's about something, because you all are giving these men opportunities who are clearly not about anything. I don't know how redder the flag can get. Ladies, some of y'all are really
I mean, I was women's empowerment. I'm trying to figure out how much patience I'm supposed to have with women. Princella turned on us. Ma'am, how much patience is somebody supposed to have with you? You out here actively dating motherfuckers that don't wash their ass. So let me read this. This is an anonymous post to go along with this. Hi, kindly post this for me. I'm a 35-year-old financially independent woman with my own house and car. I'm dating a 31-year-old man that is currently unemployed, and he still has to accomplish things for himself. Our relationship is long distance, but no, I'm sorry. I apologize. It's another one. It's another one. Oh Lord. Let me play this one more time. Cause she dating a broke man. Okay, that woman dating a broke man. I'll read that one, but I want to read the one that's in alignment with this one right here. Now that woman dating a broke man, and she pay for everything. But let me get to the one that don't clean they behind.
flat out disappointment. And I'm sorry, I try to be a girl's girl, but y'all really pissing me off. I don't even want to get on this tee up anymore because I'm seeing mugshots. I'm seeing niggas who don't wash their clothes, clearly don't wash their behind, and everything else. And now, the more I think about it, the more I understand why niggas feel like they need to cuss me out and be ready to fight me when I say, no, I'm not interested. They're confused because you gave them the audacity. Some of y'all are giving these men the audacity, and then when those of us with standards say, oh no, excuse me, sir, you stink. Why would I give you my number? I can't. Not interested. They're genuinely shocked because they just got some in that dirty shirt yesterday from you. They were able to get the number with no teeth the other week from you. They were able to see you naked with middle fingers up in their photos, money stacked. Again, mug shots. They were able to do these things and still get what they wanted. And then we wonder why men are confused when you say, hey, I need more from you. Hey, that's not acceptable. Hey, I need respect. I need kindness. I need a man who has a job. I need a man who's about something, because you all are giving these men opportunities who are clearly not about anything. I don't know how redder the flag can get.
Ladies, ain't nothing you can do to help these women. It's absolutely nothing you can do to help these women at all. At all.
The T app was designed to expose men, but it's exposing y'all women. It's showing just how dirty and nasty the men that y'all have been dealing with are. Y'all get online with these high standards that you don't have in real life, which is what I always say. You can't believe what they saying. You got to watch what they doing. They can tell you all day what they won't do, but that app is showing you what they will do. Y'all are showing just how low vibrational the men that y'all have to pick from are. You can't sit up and say that you got all these options, yet these are the men that you're picking. The truth is, that's all you got to pick from. You have a bunch of group of nasty, terrible men to choose from, and you're just trying to find the best out of the worst. But all of them are horrible. Everything that you have to choose from is horrible because of how you are as a woman. You carry yourself in a way that there's a very specific type of man who would find you attractive. And that small group of men is who y'all are choosing from. And that's why y'all are sharing the same men. Because out of that small group of men that y'all are all picking from, y'all are trying to find the best looking one, the one who appear to seem like he got some money, even though he usually don't end up having no money. Y'all are all picking and filtering through that small group of disgusting, nasty pookies, right? And no matter what you get online and say about how you want rich men, you ain't even in proximity to rich men. Rich men don't even see you on their radar when you walk by, right? Because nothing about who you are and how you carry yourself would pick up on the radar of a man who got any class about himself, right? Only pookies find you desirable. And that's the reason why y'all are all sharing the same pookies. That's the reason why y'all all sharing the same pookies. It don't matter what y'all get on that app and expose regarding these men, how terrible they done treated you, what STDs they done gave you, how many babies they done had and left. There still will be a line of women ready to give that man a shot to see whether or not she can get better results than you got. So you can never really expose men because there's always going to be women who are willing to test it out for themselves and still see whether or not the stuff the previous women said is actually true. The T app was designed to expose men, but it's exposing y'all women. It's showing just how dirty and...
Oh, man. So terrible. So terrible. I don't really even know what else to say, because y'all sit here and go against all the information that's out there to help you. You go against it all. So my question is, what is it that you need to have happen in order for you to make a different decision? I don't think you're going to do anything to make a different decision.
It's been a really long and tough couple of nights.
Now, this woman right here is a Harvard graduate with a law degree. A Harvard graduate with a law degree. And what man does she choose out of the 41 Shades of Men? She chose the very first shade, the hobosexual. And you see, she got a black eye. Look at that right there. She got a black eye. A Harvard graduate with a law degree with a black eye from a hobosexual.
It's been a really long and tough couple of nights. And I guess day or so, because this thing happened yesterday. But I did want to come over here, and because I already posted these pictures, which I know are gruesome and not self-explanatory, I did want to come on here and kind of explain what happened with everything. So this might be a multi-part, not a series, but I guess video, because I don't want to be talking on here for 20 minutes. But I did want to come here and talk about pretty much what happened. Just to start, this is a really heavy source of pain for me. Sorry. It's been really hectic. So basically, long story short, I'll start the situation from when I left town. I decided to go on a trip with my mom. Originally, my sister was supposed to come on the trip. I don't even want to get into the weeds of that and make this about my sisters. I've been seeing comments and their contributions that are extremely negative. It was all relative to this European trip that we were supposed to take. They didn't end up coming, or one of my sisters didn't, and that just became its own thing, which is now why they're, I guess, showing support for this guy. I don't want to get into that. I just leave it to them and their platforms, whatever. But we were planning this trip and I booked the tickets. The reason that I did not want to go to Europe with Ronan is because honestly, I just want to be honest with you guys, he couldn't afford it. And I know that if he was going to come out there and we were going to go to all of these beach clubs and restaurants, I was going to be taking on the bulk, if not all, of the financial responsibility, as was pretty standard in the relationship.
Women are so desperate for men that they just pick anybody. This right here is the reason why men do not respect women's degrees. This is the reason why they don't respect your quote unquote education, because you're not really educated. You just got a degree. You get these professional degrees and still let a guy with a birth certificate and no home pimp you out of money, pimp you out of a place to stay. This is why they don't have any respect for women, because women don't make good decisions. Women can't control their emotions. This is why. And if you tell women they can do better, they will hurt you.
Because he does not have a job. So I was going to be taking on the bulk of that, and I did not want that. So I did not invite him to Europe. And I didn't think it was a good idea that we even went together, because right before the Europe trip, he'd gotten caught cheating with someone like down the street. It was like this big thing, and I don't want to get into that either. But I just did not, I had checked out and I stopped wanting to be with him. And that is why I stopped posting content with him. I had originally stopped posting content because I did not want to be in a relationship with him anymore. I also had a real guilt in my heart about the fact that I knew what was happening behind closed doors, and I know what I stand for. I know I'm a girl's girl. I know I'm an advocate for I know I'm an advocate for women and empowerment and information exchange and love and honor and all of those things. And what was going on behind closed doors with us did not align with the things that I promote and take pride in publicly. So I wanted to take this trip, and I ended up booking it. He was very upset that I booked it. He wanted me to take him. He wanted me to pay for him to go. At one point, he asked me to put him on my car loan so that he could take out a loan to go to the trip, and he would pay. They could use my car as collateral or something like that.
He was really running some smooth game on her, right? He already living with her. She was paying. I told you, women pay men to be in relationships with them. So he was bold enough to ask her to let him take out a loan using her credit. Dang.
I was like, no, I just want to go by myself. And I ended up going. I ended up booking this trip. My mom ended up coming because all of this fallout happened with my sisters or whatever. And on the trip, I had decided to separate myself from him. Now, I want to start with the day before I left. The day that I left. The day that I left, he actually tried to make me miss my flight. The entire day was...
Woman, somebody say holistic Vanity, I'm done with calling women stupid. They just want to be loved. The fact that you just want to be loved only say that you don't love yourself and you looking outside yourself for something that you ain't never gonna find. You only want what you ain't got. You don't have no love for yourself. And you desperately want somebody else to love you because you don't even love you. Why don't you start with yourself? And maybe you won't be so desperate to find it outside in a wicked world. You looking in a dog-eat-dog world for somebody to love you. And the person that got all the power to have that love won't even love herself. Yeah, that's stupid. That's dumb. It's dumb to know that you don't know something and then don't seek answers for it. If you know you don't know something, why are you not smart enough to go seek the answers for it? Instead, you're looking to penis. Y'all don't like to be corrected. You don't like to be shown the truth about yourself. Stupid is as stupid does. Stupid is as stupid does. You don't want nobody to tell you that you're doing stupid shit. And you want to keep doing stupid shit. It ain't like I didn't give you a solution. It's not like I didn't help you. It ain't you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink it. I can't make you get the 41 Shades of Men. I can't make you buy the 5 Components of Love. I can't make you come to my workshop, Love, Men, and Manipulation Decoded. I can't make you work on yourself. But you want to take the easy route and just lay on your back. And then you want to act like you're so righteous in the way that you do stuff. You take the easy route, don't want to take no accountability for your own life, and then you open your legs looking for love, and then you speak it in a sympathetic tone, like you doing something so pure and righteous. We just want love. Ma'am, you codependent and lazy. You codependent and lazy, and you don't want to address the demons within you. You can't even sit in a room by yourself with yourself because you can't stand yourself, but you desperate for somebody else to sit with you. If you want love, then look in the mirror. You want to look in a dog-eat-dog world full of wicked and evil for a concept of the light. Ain't no damn love in hell. Ain't no damn love in hell. And people in hell want ice water. They don't want to get out of hell. They just want to be comfortable in hell. So either your ass want to be comfortable in hell or you want a concept of the light, which will require your ass to move out of hell. You're going to have to make a choice. You don't want to choose heaven. You want dick. And then you want to act like a victim. We just want love. No, you don't. You want dick and attention. Love ain't in hell, ma'am. Ain't no love down there.
He physically assaulted me. He sprained my toe. I had bruises from head to toe. He just hurt me. And he just kept on physically assaulting me. And again, like, I think it was because he just didn't want me to go. And I almost didn't even make the trip. I actually was 5 minutes. I got to the airport at 4:03 and the flight left to Europe, to Ibiza, at 4:50. They told me I was originally not going to get on the flight, and I actually ended up getting on the flight because I was crying and limping and like, no, I planned this whole thing. My mom's waiting for me in Spain. What am I going to do? So they literally let me check my flight. I already checked in the car, but they let me check my bag and such, so we were good. But leading up to me going to Ibiza was hell. I was physically assaulted over and over and over again for hours.
Why she ain't left this dude? Why she ain't let her do it? She an attorney. She went to Harvard. She should have a network of, she should have a sophisticated network of people that she can call that can help her out in this situation. But no, she just keep getting beat. Let's just keep getting beat. Let's just keep getting beat. Women are not victims. Women are cowards. Listen, there's a total difference. Women are not victims. They're cowards. They scared to speak up for themselves. They scared to walk away. They scared to make a choice that'll have them being alone because they scared of being alone. So instead of doing the strong thing and letting go of shit that don't serve them, they'll sit there and tolerate it out of fear that they ain't gonna be able to find nothing else. Out of fear that a person gonna leave them or some stuff. Why would you get with a man with no money? Women hate the fact that they feel stuck choosing men. Women got a sexual urge for men that's so damn pervasive that they can't make a decision that's for the best benefit of their soul and their mind. Women will sit up here and let a motherfucker beat them to hell because they scared to stand up for themselves. Women ain't victims, they're cowards because they actively choose these men. You make a choice. You chose a homosexual. You don't get to play the victim card. Your choices have built-in consequences. So now, when you get yourself into some shit and you see the consequences of of your choices that got you into it, when you got in it, now you got to get yourself out. And to get yourself out is going to be a lot more difficult than it was when you got yourself in. But you're going to have a lot of courage and a lot of willpower to be able to get yourself out. If you back down from getting yourself out of some shit that you got yourself into, it's not because you a victim, it's because you a coward. It's not because you a victim, it is because you are a coward.
Hours and hours and hours on end, to which I made my family aware and such, and that in conjunction with his cheating, in conjunction with his inability to provide or keep a stable job, are the reasons that I was like, this Europe trip is going to be time that I use to reflect, to cut him off. Okay, so I just want to end this part with saying that I decided to go on a trip. I decided that during the trip we would go our separate ways, and the trip was for me to find myself again, and he abused me prior to the trip, like the day of me going to the trip, so it just like further confirmed that we would never work. And I made sure I called my building before I left because I was able to get him out of my apartment. He wanted to stay when I was gone. I did not want him in my apartment, did not want him driving my car. I took my keys with me.
Listen, this man ain't have nothing but penis. This nigga was driving her car. She was paying for everything. He was living with her. Women pay men to be with them. And then he cheating and beating on you too? I mean, what else? What else is there to say? I could understand if women was forced to be in relationships with men. But that's where we're going. We're going into the direction where women will be forced to be with men. That's what women want. Women want to be forced to be with men. I want you to understand, when the time comes for you to be forced to be with men, it's going to be a whole lot of y'all with black eyes. There's going to be a whole lot of y'all like this. You want to be with them so badly. You about to get ready to be forced to be with them. In a world where you still have free choice, you still don't have the ability to make a free choice. Do you understand that freedom is for people with knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, because it's dealing with responsibility. Freedom is responsibility. For you to make choices that's bonehead, that's in line with your nature, you are not free. You're a slave to your desires. You all are slaves to your desires. Freedom is being able to make a willful choice that is not in alignment with your lower nature desires. That's true freedom. When you have to make a choice that's based in your nature, that's slavery. The mere fact that you had the freedom to make a choice that your biology didn't say that you had to make, the mere fact that you couldn't make a different decision showed that you were a slave. And you choose hell. Y'all don't have freedom of choice. Your desires make decisions for you. And then you cry when you let your desires make the decisions for you. Because see, your desires get you black eyes. Your desires lead you into fucking traps. And y'all still ain't figured it out. You still ain't figured it out. And you don't have no willpower to stop doing this bonehead stuff.
Locked the door. That was a huge fight. Oh my God. It took me hours to get out, but I made sure, and I called down to my building for proof. I have a witness that I told them, do not let anybody in my apartment while I'm gone. There are no authorized guests. There was no authorized guest. Nobody can go in my apartment. Do not let anybody in my unit. And then I flew to Europe. It's been a really long and...
Yeah, man. It's pretty sad. It's pretty sad. I don't know what else to tell women, but it just, what else can you tell them? I done told them everything that I think I can tell them.
So I'm seeing on TikTok that women are dying behind the T app because y'all other bitches want to screenshot and send the men who are on the app to them and telling who said what. And this is exactly why I say y'all male-centered bitches are whack. Y'all are disgusting. Y'all are corny. Y'all are lame. If an app is built to let women know who is dangerous, who is not, why the fuck would you go on the app and screenshot to the people who are being talked about to them and telling them who said it? I just seen 5 women got killed behind this T-page thing, this T-app thing. I don't know if it was true or not, but that's fucking crazy. You bitches are losers. Y'all are male-centered. Y'all bitches are losers. So I'm seeing...
And women want you to like them. Women want you to talk all the crap, all the beautiful things about them, and they your number one op. A woman is your number one opposition. And she wants you to kiss her ass and paint her in a beautiful light when she your op. She will set you up to have you killed because she jealous. She envious. She bitter. Women want you to quote unquote be a quote unquote girl's girl, and they ass ain't no girl. They just want you to be stupid while they plot on you. They want you to turn your back while they get ready to stab you in it. And they want you to kiss their ass while they plotting on you. Ain't no such thing as a girl's girl. These are the women talking about a matriarchy. Ma'am, you can't create no matriarchy. It's impossible for that to exist. Women are too damaged. Women don't have no willpower. The position for a woman is under a man. That's where she naturally go. Women naturally gravitate to subservience. So it's a waste of time talking about helping them.
I don't know why that shit didn't occur to me earlier. You bitches be getting trains ran on y'all. That's why you sitting here making these TikToks cop and plea. You don't want to play no more about the T app. They making a Reddit page. You're fucking panicking, bitch. You bitches that are homebodies is about to be exposed because you catch a lot of bodies in that home. It's up and it's stuck. And honestly, like I said, for the guys too, I gotta play fair. You can't sue if it's true. Defamation of character is not a thing if you fucking did it, bitch. Hey man, it's not my business what happened in y'all bedroom. But stop trying to get everybody on this fucking bandwagon that it's not that deep or it's not that serious or we need to chill, this and that, whatever. Nah, bitch, we're nosy. We live in a generation where motherfuckers is nosy as fuck. That's not information that you could just leave out, okay? Like I said in my first video, play ball. I'm thinking everybody like me, you feel me? I be chilling. Listen, I've had my good old days, whatever. It wasn't too crazy. However, you bitches have had your good days. You bitches went through an actual hoe phase. I ain't really do all of it. I've had my fair share, but I ain't do all of that to a point where a motherfucker could get on the app and be like, oh my God, she fucked the entire city. Oh my God, it was 2 niggas in the room with their pants down to their fucking ankles. Like, you feel, that shit is wild. That shit is wild. Like, where your dad at? Like, I have to, like, if I gotta give the men shit for it, I gotta give the women shit for it too. I don't know why that shit didn't occur to me earlier.
Women are 304s. And they gravitate to that shit. That's what they gravitate to. So what we supposed to do? What is women's empowerment supposed to look like? What does women's empowerment supposed to look like? This was a part of women's empowerment to help them make better choices. This was the tea without the liquor. Then you came out with a 2.0 version, the T app, which I think is Long Island iced tea. And none of this shit help you. None of this shit helps you. The women still do dumb shit. The women still do dumb shit.
The T app. Everybody's tripping about this, especially men. But listen, this app is basically a way for women to anonymously leave reviews and create profiles on men that they're dating, and then they get to go around and talk all kinds of trash about that. We know this. But I had a revelation. As a software engineer working in the industry for 30 years, I can tell you there's something good behind this for men, and we're about to discover it. So I'm going to read this prompt straight up from ChatGPT, and I'm going to play the audio so you can hear it. What if T was a honeypot like Ashley Madison was, and this time women get exposed for their behaviors and it's exposed online with the tools of 2025? Think about that. We're in 2025 where AI can take a database and turn it into a full-blown app, website, online data that's all linked together and searchable. It's like a heaven of data display. We now have that in 2025, and it can do it in probably like 15 minutes. So here's what AI tells us about what this could potentially be.
Now that is... Well, we won't watch that. Look, there's nothing, I'm sorry, there's nothing I can do to help you. There's nothing even God can do to help you. Genesis 3:16 reads, Unto the woman he said, I will greatly multiply thy sorrow and thy conception. And in sorrow thou shalt bring forth children. And your desires shall be to thy husband, and he shall rule over thee. Your ass is cursed, and I can't help you break the curse. You're cursed, and I can't help you break it. You belong where you at. You belong there. There's nothing anybody can do to help you. I ain't wasting my breath helping you no more. Just being honest with you. Now, if you want to actually get helped, then you can go to I'mNotDumb.com. You can sign up for my workshop. You can get into my personal development stuff. Other than that, I don't even know ain't nothing else for me to say to you. Because this is the foundation for you to even be able to evolve. If you can't get this part, there's nothing anybody can do for you. Nothing. You belong here. And you now have to be judged. You now have to be judged on if you're a person that should be around anybody. You untrustworthy. You can't trust a woman with a man. You cannot trust any woman that's with a man. Because women who date men are stone cold liars. Their whole personality is a lie. Everything about them is a lie. In order to keep a man, a woman got to perform. She got to pretend. She out here telling men that when you fall in love with a man, 3 inches feel like 9. She oohing and eyeing, knowing that she don't feel diddly squat while he doing all this humping and pumping and shit. She knows she don't feel shit, but she oohing and eyeing. She lying about her coming, knowing that she got to go use the rose after he get up. She got to lie about her appearance. She got to lie about her body count. She got to tell lies and fabricate shit to make him like her, because he know if she tell the truth and show her for real, she gonna get ghosted. You cannot trust a woman with a man because her whole life, her whole persona, her whole ego is built on a full-blown lie. She gonna tell that dude whatever he want to hear. The only time she gonna tell the truth is after she catch him cheating, after she mad. That's when 3 inches feel like 3 inches. That's when 3 inches feel like 2.5. When she was in love, it felt like 9. Now that she mad, it feel like 2.5. And she couldn't feel shit. And she don't know how he was cheating with that little motherfucker. That's after she get mad. Women only tell the truth after they get mad. Women do not tell the truth because they don't live on truth. Women hate the truth. So when they tell you the truth, it's because they either don't like you, they mad, but any other time, they'll lie to you. You cannot trust a woman that lie. I mean, that's with a man, because it's not even a question. Listen to me. It's not even a question if she gonna lie about something. You know she gonna lie if she got a man. It just is what it is, okay? I don't know about being redeemed from the curse. I think women, I don't know what to say about them. I just don't, right? But you can show up at my masterclass if you feel like you ain't cursed or you feel like you want to break the curse. I can only do so much to help you. But if you feel like you want to break the curse, you can first show up at my free masterclass Monday, 7 p.m. You can go to thequeenmakerofficial.com/masterclass. You can go to thequeenmakerofficial.com/masterclass and register for my free masterclass to teach you value. From there, you can sign up for my workshop, Love, Men, and Manipulation Decoded. Because if the T app don't help you, if 41 Shades of Men don't help you, ma'am, nothing can help you. And somehow women want to sit up here and not learn nothing and still want me to waste my time teaching them. I want you to get back to education. I want you to do that because you are being mean to women. Being mean, is telling women the truth. Women have always been crumb bums. Women have been crumb bums since the beginning of time. And I just don't resonate with crumb bummery. So I'm gonna give you an excerpt. I'm reading a book for my book club. Me and my book club members, I got a really good relationship with my book club members. And we reading the book. I ain't gonna tell you the name of the book. That's exclusive. But I'm gonna read something out of the book. I will let you know that it's a scientific book. I will let you know that this is a scientific book. And let me read this. This what women did in Amazonia. In many societies, such unchaste shenanigans continue well beyond the wedding night. The Kalina of Amazonia have a ritual known as Dutsa Bani Tawi, the order to get meat. It's called the order to get meat. Don Pollock explains that the village women go in a group from household to household at dawn, singing to the adult men in each house, ordering, quote unquote, ordering them to go hunting. At each house, one or more women in the group step forward to bang on the house with a stick. They will serve as the sex partners of the men of the house that night. If they are successful in their hunt, women in the group are not allowed to select their own husband. What happens next is significant. Feigning reluctance, the men drag themselves from their hammocks and head off into the jungle. But before splitting up to hunt independently, they agree on a time and place outside the village to meet later, where they'll redistribute whatever they've bagged, thus ensuring that every man returns to the village with meat, guaranteeing extra pair sex for one and all. Yet another nail in the coffin of the standard narrative. I'm going to pause right there. Now, if that was women, they'll fight each other because they don't want to share. But the men get out there, they go hunt, and then they pull their resources together so that every man can have some sex. Males beat females in every category. You can't even get along. They've been doing bros before hoes, and it ain't no fun if the homies can't have none. They've been doing that. But what you been doing though? Knocking on doors, offering up punani, offering up peach cobbler for a quarter. At the end of the day, the men return in a group to the village, where the adult women form a large semicircle and sing erotically provocative songs to the men, asking for their quote-unquote meat. Then the men drop their catch in a large pile in the middle of the semicircle, often hurling it down with dramatic gestures and smug smiles. After cooking the meat and eating, Each woman retires with the man whom she selected as her partner for the sexual tryst. Kulina engaged in this ritual with great humor and perform it regularly. So y'all go offering up peach cobbler for some food. You go and offer up peach cobbler for some food. And then you wonder why when a man take you to Cheesecake Factory or when he take you to Applebee's, he expects sex at the end of the night. Because y'all been y'all been offering up vagina for a piece of meat. You been doing that. Now you done got bougie. You want a motherfucker to buy you a car now. No. I'm sorry, sweetheart. I'm sorry, darling. But you just can't stop being a 304. Your whole nature is around being subservient to a male. You're lazy. You can't go out there and hunt for yourself. You need to go knocking on doors, offering up peach cobbler for some meat. This is why you can't be helped. You forever doomed. You just doomed. Ain't nothing nobody can do to help you. So for those who feel like they can be helped, I don't know if you really can or not. For those who think they can. But if you think you can be helped, then you can go to I'mNotDumb.com. You can get a manual from over there. You can come to my free masterclass. You can sign up for my workshop, Love, Men, and Manipulation Decoded. That's August 11th through the 13th. It's nothing else to say. Everything that I could say, I did say over the course of 3.5 years. And women still ain't got nowhere. Women still ain't got nowhere. So, yeah, there you have it. There you have it. The T app, where a woman can get access to a profile picture, Yelp reviews on Peter Wacker, and a criminal background, and they still choose the same dudes. There's nothing in the world that can help women. And like the men say, you can take these bitches through the ringer. You can drive them through the ringer. Ma'am, you are not a victim. You just a coward. You just a desperate coward that has no self-discipline and no vision for her future. That's all it is to it. Okay. So ain't much more to say about that. So as a result, here we're gonna do this. We got 3 super chats. So JD, $10, coming from women with a fully developed prefrontal cortex, laughing my ass off. The jokes write themselves. Absolutely, they do write themselves. Cat for Sheezy. Oh, that's cute. Cat for Sheezy. Yeah, $2. Thank you. And growing with Dr. Felicia, $20. We've been trained to attract men, but not to understand ourselves. We've been sold independence, but never taught the difference between feminine power and masculine survival. No wonder we don't know our worth. No wonder. Well, I don't know. So anyway, I guess
I guess I can take a couple calls. I wasn't gonna do that, but I can take a couple calls. I might take 3. I'll take 3. I don't y'all got 2 minutes. You got 2 minutes. Let me set up the phone. Let me set up the phone first. Okay. All right. I'll put the phone line up here, and you can call. There's the number. Call one time, and I'll call you back in the order that your call was received. Yeah. 832-627-6575. All right. All right. So let's see. Okay. I'll give you 60 seconds to call. If you want to call, hit the line 832-627-6575. Like I say, I take 3 calls, and I'm a bid y'all a good night. All right. So anyway, it's been good. It's been good. I will see y'all later.